Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody. Let's stretch those funny bones. An uncle who's clearly a doctor just looked at me like, Beta, your funny bone is your humerus. It connects your ball socket joint to your radius and ulna. It's not a very good joke. I didn't really understand it. Looks like this guy is really going to suck. But, I really appreciate that they'll give me the opportunity and let me go tonight. To my dad, comedy is a waste of time. He told me, Beta, go study MCAT, become doctor, or else I'll disown you. For the last 13 years, I've been threatened with being disowned. And I thought to myself, well, let me think about it one day. And I realized, Baba, you have a house with 15 years of mortgage still on it. You have a 1999 Toyota Corolla that only passes smog checks in Tijuana. You would be doing me a favor if you disowned me. And I said, and he was like, oh, okay, never mind. Are there any, guys, let me be very frank with you. If I tank tonight, if I don't do well, please sympathize with me. My mom has been pitching me jokes for the last 48 hours. Beta, say this one. Oh, Beta, do that one. Beta, let me perform. Why don't you take this one? You've heard of helicopter parenting. I assure you, you have never heard of drone parenting. Okay, drones come in all shapes and sizes and they follow you everywhere. That's why I went to Philadelphia, because you can't fly a drone for more than 30 minutes. Are there any couples in the audience tonight? Anyone on a date today? Yeah, awesome. Well, let me tell you something. If you're a lady, dump him. He brought you here. He's not going out of his way. That's a red flag right away. If you didn't know, the dinner was included in the ticket. And I bet you that his company gave him a discount, so he paid for yours too. Otherwise, he wouldn't have. Now, if you're a lady and you asked a guy out tonight, I encourage you, find me after the show. I'm studying to be a physician. It's a lot more lucrative than IT. I am a naturalized citizen. A lot of people might be on visas. And in this presidency, really? I'm just saying, you might want to invest in something that's a little bit more stable for the future. And you need to look no further. I really am thankful for the comedians tonight to let me go second. I know I'm kind of like an appetizer. They never really tested me. I'm a little lean in protein, high in trans fat. That's a personal issue. That's why my dad said, Beta, go to gym. And I'm like, Babaji, I'm not going to go to Jim's house. No, not to Jim's house, Beta. Go to G/M, gymnasium. And I'm like, okay, Babaji, I'll go. Is anyone here work at Qualcomm by any chance? I really appreciate them letting us hold the venue. Yeah, you know why no one from Qualcomm's here? Because they're all on call. Qualcomm families will always tell you, oh, my husband is never around. He's always coding. If your husband's always coding, then how come I just heard that Qualcomm Snapdragon had an overheating problem in their phones? Because let me tell you, it's not the manufacturer's fault in China if your husband writes spaghetti code. So, and my dad was on call tonight as well. He was actually where the comedians are sitting right now, an hour ago, on his phone with his boss. He was like, boss, no tension, take it easy. Everything is going well. Servers are up, everything is good. Paranjit, where are you? I'm hearing a lot of ambient noise. Oh, no, I'm just, out at a restaurant for break. I'm totally not at a comedy show for the next 2 hours. Qualcomm people, they're always on call. I always ask Qualcomm people, what's your position in the company? And they always tell me, oh, I'm a senior VP, I'm a senior director, a project manager. If you're all hotshots, who's writing the code? Oh my God. Is it offshore? This Qualcomm, oh, am I onto something? I should stop here before Urban Jacobs sends his helicopters for me. In India, we have a lot of people say in America there's a huge race problem, and I tell them in India there's no word for racism because it's so part of our life. And we have prejudice down to a science. We have regional prejudice, we have state-to-state prejudice. If you're a nice Tamil Nadu family, you go to another South Indian person's family and you see a family there, you're like, oh, hello, where are you from? We are from Tamil Nadu. It's like, oh, hello, we are from Andhra Pradesh. Oh, no thank you. You go, then you see another nice South Indian family, and you go and ask them, oh, where are you from? Oh, we are from Kerala, praise Jesus. Oh, okay, no thank you. It's like, wait, you're Malayali? Yeah, okay, we need to go, thank you. And if, then another family walks in, and all three of you guys are like, hey, where are they from? Oh, they're from Sri Lanka. No. We're going to have another civil war on our hands here. I heard one guy was from Boston. I'm actually a college student in Philadelphia right now, and Philadelphia and California are worlds apart. For my dad, Philadelphia is a budget India. There's a lot of trash in the streets, a lot of really edgy people that need to know what you're doing at all times, and they're not related to you. There's also a lot of pollution in the air, and I was there the first time. I went to a Subway, not the train, the sandwich shop, in case you were confused. And I said, "Hi, can I get, Italian herb and cheese, please?" And the guy looked at me like I was speaking an alien language. And he just packed the bread, and he charged me full price for just bread. In California, you go to Subway, they'll be like, "Oh, sure, do you want more lettuce, more pickle, sir?" You go over there, and you tell them, "Oh, can I get all the veggies on my sandwich?" They're gonna look at you like you just committed murder, because they don't want to work. They're gonna look at you like, "Excuse me, you want all the veggies on your sandwich? Does this look like a hometown buffet to you? This ain't all you can eat. You better hop that counter and make that sandwich yourself if you want extra veggies. Because I do not have the time for this." And I kid you not, she took her earrings off, she took her apron off, and she walked out the door saying, "I do not get paid enough for this." And I was like, "What do I do?" She just walked away. I don't even get my sub. They just gave me bread. Originally I wasn't going to do the couples joke tonight because when I looked at the audience, I realized some of you have been with each other for a very, very, very long time. And so I figured, there's no way there's any new couples tonight because you guys have been bound with the ceremonial ribbon for 7 generations around a candle. And so, you can appreciate when I tell you that my parents, they fight with each other every day. Have you seen your brother? It's like, have you seen your parents? And this goes on every day, and I'm just in the middle, caught in the crossfire. If I'm doing anything, "Beta, what you're doing?" I'm just, no, you need to study. I'm like, why are you taking out your aggression between each other on me? Why do I have to be the scapegoat? And finally my mom had enough. She walked over to my dad and she was so mad. And I was like, "Oh my God, please don't do what I think you're gonna do." And she says, "Chai banalo." Can I make the tea now? And my dad says, "Mere mein kam chini dalna. Less sugar for me, please." And I was like, "Are you serious? You just fought for 6 hours like you were cats and dogs. And now you're saying, hey, let's just have some tea with the Queen over at Buckingham Palace, maybe some cucumber sandwiches." And I'm just thinking, have some respect for the fight. How are you gonna do this for the fight? And I was just like, I realized that, I'm not gonna do the arranged marriage thing. And my parents like, "Beta, don't worry, you're Rajput, there's multiple ways to get arranged marriage for you. You don't even have to be physically present for your marriage." And I was like, "Oh, what do you mean?" She's like, "Oh, we have a ancestral sword with the soul of your ancestors in it. We will just have that go around the candle 5 times or 7 times." And I was like, oh boy. And so one time, India's just so weird. To me, it's a weird place. I go to India and I'm like, oh, there was an auntie. India, all the walls are connected, all the houses are connected. This auntie just jumps the wall, comes into our house. And I'm like, "Auntie, kya kar rahe ho?" I was like, "What are you doing, auntie? What are you doing?" And she's like, "Oh, no, don't worry, beta. Me neighbor, me just go to kitchen." And then she went to the kitchen, took all the fine china that we have, and left. And I was like, "Auntie, where are you going with those?" "Oh, don't worry." And before I know it, she's sprinting down the hall, and she hopped the fence. And I was like, "Mamaji, what was that?" She's like, "Don't worry."
Yeah.
Oh, so is what she did. She's gonna have a dinner later. I'm like, "Are we invited?" "No, we're not invited." Oh, so she took our dishes and then she made her own dinner. Okay, well, looks like just like my therapy sessions, I'm out of time tonight. Thank you so much, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna hand it back to Sam Singh. Happy Mother's Day.
Yes.
Anirudh Singh, everybody! All right. Guessing we should take him on the road across the country? Yeah? All right, Anirudh, we're gonna get you going.